Hey, this is Rob with Road Dirt, and we have had this 2021 Royal Enfield Himalayan for the better part of a month now. And you can actually check out our introduction video to it that we posted about a month ago. We'll show that and link that again to you at the end of this video. But by way of review, I thought I'd take you through some of the features of this bike, some of the specs of it, some of the upgrades that 2021 models all have over the previous gen models. Some of the accessories that are available for this bike, and some of our observations. So, let's get started. So for 2021, the Royal Enfield Himalayan actually gets switchable ABS, gets an improved rear brake design. They made some improvements to the rear brake and how it operates. They actually did a little improvement to the kickstand. I didn't know they were having problems with earlier versions, but they made some kickstand improvements. And apparently the hazard switch light has been, the switch housing for that has been redesigned as well. And of course, if you look on their website, they got all kinds of color options for the bike now. So a few nice improvements for it, not just color and paint, but actually some upgrades as well, especially the switchable ABS. I think that's a good feature. Now, if you look online and you look up the Himalayan, they've got a section for accessories. You click into accessories and you can see what they offer, extras you can add to the bike as well. Obviously, they've got engine guards for it. You can mount a set of hard bags, hard panniers, and the mounting brackets for those. They've also got a set of grip guards you can put up here for your hands. And of course, all the typical little farkles you can add that have got their logo on it, you know, a gas cap and oil fill, you know, and other little covers here and there to get RE logo all over it. One of the things I found was interesting, though, is that behind these tank protector right here on both sides that's got the logo in it, on the underside of each one of them, there's these tapped and threaded screw holes. And yet in the catalog, they don't offer anything that can be screwed in right here. It was actually one of the guys at Cycle Gear, a friend of mine named Brent Cooper at a local cycle gear shop, that said, I bet somebody manufactures tank bags for this. Turns out the Givi company, G-I-V-I, Givi company actually manufactures a really nice set of bags for the side of, for either side of the tank structure right here, the tank guard. So, got your pick of accessories for it as well. Now, after riding the bike for about a month, and really several of our guys got to, Phil got to ride it a little bit, and Ted, when he came from the West Coast, got to ride it some too. The bike is really more suited for somebody like 5'9" and under, my size and shorter, because, well, it is a small adventure bike. And some of the things we've noticed about it, being a 411cc, when you get up about, in each one of the gears, when you get up about, I would say about 5,000 RPM or so, and then at about, when you get up in fifth gear, at about, you know, 65 miles an hour or so, something like that, anything above 5,000 RPM, everything kind of gets really buzzy. The mirrors kind of vibrate, you feel a lot of buzz in the handlebars, and the whole structure up front, the instrument panel and everything gets a little bit buzzy. I'm not entirely surprised by that, but it's also cold-natured. When you crank it up, you've got to kind of let it sit for a second or two, and let everything kind of warm up and start getting into, you know, settle into a nice idle. And it's got a choke lever up here, but it's an electronic fuel injection, so I'm not entirely sure how that works and everything. But we also noticed that you've got nice, actually surprise storage spaces underneath both seats right here. There's a little place on the side that you can key it and open it, pop off the rear seat, pop off the front seat, and there's extra little storage spaces underneath there. And so that's all easily accessible. It also shifts really smooth. It's got a great gearbox for those five gears, and it shifts really nice and smooth up and down. I was kind of pleasantly surprised by it shifting and how smooth it was for such a small, inexpensive motorcycle. And the brakes are a little bit soft, and yet I never really felt like, you know, I had to really squeeze extra hard and they were going to give out on me. I mean, they're a subsidiary of Brembo brakes, Byberi, made in India, so they're great brakes. These semi-knobbies actually work really well, not only in the dirt, but they work really well on the street. And we actually rode the motorcycle in several conditions. It's been a beautiful month of October here in the South, so we haven't had a whole lot of rain, but we took it out not only on open roads, but on gravel, on dirt, and in through some fields and things like that. And the tires really work really well. It's a good all-terrain kind of tire. But I really have enjoyed the very upright, comfortable, kind of neutral riding position of the bike as well. It really fit me for my size. I'm 5'8", weigh about 155. It fit me like a glove. It really is it's been a well-made bike and fits somebody my size quite well. And very, very comfortable, very upright. I like the looks of it. To me, everywhere I stopped, people would ask about the bike, and it reminded so many folks of the 1980s and I think maybe early 90s, the military KLRs that were used in like in the Army and a couple of branches of the military like that. Kind of has that look to it and that kind of feel to it. The bike overall, my assessment of the motorcycle is that, honestly, I think it's the best value adventure bike in the category for the dollar. And really, to be honest with you, at $5,000, the motorcycle doesn't really do anything spectacularly, but it does everything well. So really, it could be the best value motorcycle, period, for the dollar. It's worth checking out. You can find them on royalenfield.com. And then you can also, if you want to find a local dealership near you, there's a place in there where you can select your country, select your state, select your city, and it'll show you the closest Royal Enfield dealership to you. And I suggest you go try it out. You go check one out, take one for a test ride, and see what you think. My assessment is it's the best value motorcycle on the market for the dollar. Definitely the best value adventure bike. So, well, that's our assessment of it. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you've enjoyed this. Check out the intro video at the end here in a moment or two if you haven't already seen that one. And again, this is Rob with Road Dirt. Ride light.